Hi, I'm Marcus Hutzel, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Sirui 3T-R tripod and Bluetooth remote control. The 3T-R is a mini tabletop style tripod that can hold your DSLR mirrorless camera, or any other small cameras of course, and can connect to some of those devices natively using the camera's built-in Bluetooth connectivity, so you can control some of the features of your camera like autofocus and start and stop recording, and zooming of your lens or camera if your lens or camera has power zoom. The remote with all the controls comes off the tripod, so you can use it a little bit further away from the tripod if you need. It also comes with a micro USB style dongle, which you can pair the remote with in case your camera doesn't have native Bluetooth connectivity, but does have a USB micro B port. So the 3T-R is designed to kind of be a selfie style handheld tripod for things like vlogging, especially since when the remote is actually on the tripod, the controls are here kind of, at your thumb's behest. It seems to be competing with Sony's own tripod for remote control, the GP-VP-T2B. That's a mouthful. However, the Sirui model currently comes in at a lower price than the Sony model, so it may be a good choice if you're on a tighter budget. The 3T-R, as Sirui states on its product description, is compatible with Sony, Canon, and GoPro cameras, and I'll primarily be talking about its compatibility with the Sony a7 III in this video because that's one of the cameras that I own and it's what I'm filming the overhead shot with. And as a quick disclaimer, Sirui did send me this tripod and asked that I do a video review on it, but Sirui has no input on this video and they do not get to view it before I post it. No money changed hands, but I do get to keep the tripod. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive into the features of the Sirui 3T-R. So again, the 3T-R is a small handheld tabletop tripod with a removable Bluetooth remote control to control certain functions in your camera. And one of its primary selling features is that it can connect natively to your Sony, Canon, or GoPro cameras via those cameras' built-in Bluetooth connections. But as I said, it also includes that micro USB dongle, so that, again, if your camera has a micro USB port, the remote can connect directly to the dongle instead of natively to the camera. The remote, of course, can just live on the tripod and you can use it like that, or you can remove the remote and use it completely wirelessly within about 30 feet or 10 meters. This is, of course, helpful if you need to use a taller or larger tripod and have the camera further away. You can do that since the remote is removable. It has a fully articulating ball mount joint, which I really love, and it also has a wing nut tighten knob instead of just a round knob, which I really like the wing nuts because you can get a lot of torque on those suckers. The ball head, again, is movable in pretty much any direction. You can even go in portrait mode with it. But when you extend the legs and set the tripod down, it is kind of, angled backwards so that when your camera is level, the weight of the lens is out over this front leg, and that just makes the whole thing pretty stable. It stands about 5 inches tall. It weighs 284 grams, or just a little over half a pound. It's primarily made of aluminum alloy, which for me feels very good and solid in the hand and has enough heft to it to feel like it's pretty sturdy when it's supporting a camera. Its maximum supported load capacity is preferably less than 1,000 grams per Sirui's website, but even though my Sony a7 III and Tamron 28-75 lens weighs about 2.65 pounds, this tripod still holds that combination of camera and lens just fine, and it's pretty stable if you ask me. It has an additional 1/4 inch 20 thread right here on the side for attaching additional accessories, like maybe a small microphone in case your camera doesn't have a cold shoe mount or any other mounting points. So a nice little accessory port. It has its own Arca Swiss style plate that attaches to your camera via a 1/4 inch 20 bolt. But it's important to note here that unfortunately the receiver does not accept some other brands' Arca Swiss plates. For example, this receiving plate will not accept Peak Design Arca Swiss plates. The Peak Design models seem to be just a bit thicker than the Sirui plate. This one seems to be just a bit thinner as machined here on the edges. And the 3T-R's receiver is machined for this ever so slightly thinner plate. So my Peak Design plates just won't fit in the 3T-R's receiver, and you kind of have to use the plate that comes with the 3T-R. It's not a huge deal because the plate that comes with the 3T-R will fit in other Arca Swiss receivers, so the plate is a bit universal, just not the quick release receiving section. This wouldn't be a big deal for me and I would just use the 3T-R's plate, but I also keep a Peak Design anchor on my Peak Design plates, and the 3T-R's plate can't accommodate those specific Peak Design anchors because the holes on the side of the plate just aren't large enough to accept the cord of the Peak Design anchor. But of course, trying to keep something like this attached to the plate may actually prohibit it from sliding into the receiver. But the cool thing is that the Arca-Swiss receiving plate on the 3T-R is a quick release style. So you can just slide in the plate and it locks right in place without having to tighten any other knobs. And to release it, you just press in the red knob here, and the plate and whatever is attached to the plate comes right out. I kind of like that. It makes it really quick to put on and take off. And the receiving plate has these little stop pins right at the back, which keep the plate from sliding out the other side once you slide it in. So you can only take it in or out from one side. But again, once it's in, it's locked. It won't slide out the other side and won't come out until you release it. So again, the 3T-R connects natively to most Sony, Canon, and GoPro cameras, but it does include a mostly optional USB micro B style dongle for use with certain cameras that don't have native Bluetooth connectivity. For instance, my 9-year-old Sony RX100 Mark II. This doesn't have native Bluetooth. It's a 9-year-old camera, but what it does have is a micro USB B port right there. So I can use the included dongle that came with the 3T-R, put this into the port on the RX100 or the Sony a7 III or any other Sony camera that has a micro USB port, and make sure the remote is paired with the dongle and not the camera directly. And then you can use the 3T-R to control even an older camera without native Bluetooth. It really just depends on what you pair the remote with. You either pair it with the dongle itself or you pair it directly with the camera, and we'll get into how to do that with Sony cameras in just a minute. I guess the only downside to using the dongle in any camera is that you're going to have this dongle kind of sticking out the side of the camera, which depending on your setup could just get in the way, but I like the fact that they included it just in case your camera doesn't have native Bluetooth. And of course, as you've probably seen me do this a few times in this video, the dongle, if you're not going to use it, stores right here behind the main tripod leg, and then the two other legs close on top of it, keeping the dongle secure behind the legs. And I think this is a slightly better implementation than Sony's remote tripod because the buttons are built into the Sony tripod, so you have to have your hands on the Sony tripod to operate the buttons, whereas here you can put the tripod over on the edge of the table with the camera there and just use the remote to start and stop recording. The remote and the dongle are held onto the tripod by this rubber grip, but there's also a magnet just underneath where the remote lives and helps magnetize the remote to the tripod leg as well as being held down by the rubber grip. The remote has an internal rechargeable battery and has a USB-C port on the side for charging. The controls on the remote include an on-off toggle switch to power the remote on or off, a zoom control which will zoom your lens if your lens is a power zoom lens, or on something like the Sony ZV-1 or this Sony RX100 Mark II, it will actually zoom those lenses in and out because the cameras themselves and the lenses built into them are power zooms. So the zoom rocker on this will control any camera or lens that supports power zooming. It has a button for focusing and taking pictures. It has a video record start stop button. And as you can see here, it has a C1 button. This button will follow whatever the C1 or custom 1 button is set up on your camera. And I'll show you how I use this in just a minute. Also note that the zoom rocker, if you don't have a power zoom lens on something like the Sony a7 III and you have this remote connected and you accidentally move the rocker switch, it will display a message on the back of the camera that this isn't supported, and the message will stay on the screen until you press a different button. So just be aware of that, as it may affect your focus or interrupt your workflow. But when the message is on screen, pressing the C1 button on the remote tends to clear the message and take you back to the main camera screen. The legs on the tripod also have small magnets here and here, and they magnetize to these two magnets here so that when the legs of the tripod are closed, that they're not going to just inadvertently fall out of place. It's a pretty secure hold. I like the addition of the magnets, keeps the whole thing nice, compact, tidy, and secure. When in photo mode on your camera, the camera icon button will grab focus if you half press the button, and it will take a picture when you fully press the button down. When in video mode, a half press will grab focus and the second press will start recording if you have the movie with shutter option turned on your camera. Again, this is specific to Sony. Otherwise, just use the red record video button to start and stop video recording. The video record start stop button will obviously start recording if your camera is in either movie mode on the dial and or if you have the movie button set to always in your menu settings. This option on Sony cameras means that the video record button will just start recording video with your current settings anytime you press it, even if your camera is in a photocentric mode like manual or any of the other photo priority modes on the dial. In the box, you'll get the tripod, the wireless Bluetooth remote control, the Bluetooth receiver dongle, a camera plate, a USB-A to USB-C cable for charging the remote, an Allen wrench for tightening the plate onto your camera, and a nylon bag for storage. And of course, you'll get a set of instructions. So again, the 3T-R is advertised as working natively with Sony, Canon, and GoPro cameras' built-in Bluetooth connectivity, and therefore without the need to use the included Bluetooth dongle. And I'm very happy to say that this is accurate. I don't have any Canon cameras, so I can't test that during this video, but it will connect to and control my Sony a7 III and my GoPro camera without having to use the dongle. To connect it to a Sony camera, you'll need to pair the remote with your camera first. And to do that, on the Sony a7 III, go to the menu, go to the little world icon, then go to page 2 of 3, then Bluetooth settings. Make sure that the Bluetooth function is on, then click pairing. This puts the Sony camera in pairing mode. Then turn on the Sirui remote. Then immediately hold down the video record button and the C1 button at the same time. The little green light on the top right will start flashing, and then it will flash a little faster, and then a little faster still, and then it should finally stop blinking when it's done pairing. And then it's paired with your Sony camera. But there's one more step on your camera you'll need to turn on, so go back to the Sony menu, go to the world icon, and go to page 3 of 3 and make sure Bluetooth remote control is turned on. And that's it. Once the remote is paired with the camera and the Bluetooth remote option is turned on in the camera's menu, then the remote should now work natively with your Sony camera without the dongle. And as you can see, it works just fine. If you're using a Sony camera with the newer menu system, these options still exist under the same world icon, so just look for them there. If you want to pair the remote back to the dongle, I'd first turn off the Bluetooth remote control option in the camera's menu. This will keep the remote from activating the camera's controls when we go through the pairing process. And also make sure the remote is off. Then insert the dongle into your camera and turn the camera on because the dongle needs power from the camera, and press and hold the video record button and the C1 button at the same time again. Wait for the light in the upper right to go through its blinking cycle and stop, and then the remote should be paired back with the dongle and not your camera. Overall, the tripod feels very good in the hands. It feels very sturdy. I like the all-metal design. It seems like it's built very well and will be very durable. The buttons work as advertised, and it connects to my Sony and my GoPro cameras as advertised natively without the use of the dongle. I do wish the quick release receiver section would accept slightly thicker plates like Peak Design plates, but other than that little caveat, I think it's a great little tripod for your setup. So one way that I found that's very helpful for me when I'm using my Sony a7 III is that I actually have the C1 button on my a7 III to toggle autofocus on and off so I can quickly put the camera in manual focus and then back to autofocus when needed. I do this because I just often want to put the a7 III in manual focus so it doesn't accidentally focus on the wrong thing. And since my custom 1 or C1 button is mapped to the manual focus toggle, it means that the C1 button on the Sirui remote will also toggle autofocus on and off on my a7 III. And since the a7 III loses face detection autofocus when you use an external monitor or Wi-Fi, this is a great way to be able to use an external monitor with the a7 III, then use the Sirui 3T-R remote to grab focus, then quickly put the camera in manual focus using the C1 button, and the a7 III's focus is now locked to this position, and I'll always be in focus as long as I don't move too much forward or backward in my spot. So granted, a lot of these face detection issues being turned off are specific to the Sony a7 III. Newer cameras like the Sony a7S III and probably even the Sony a7 IV that just came out solve a lot of these issues. But the Sony a7S III is pretty expensive. The Sony a7 IV is more expensive than the Sony a7 III. I own the a7 III, and that's the camera I'm going to have for a while. So having some of these features using the Sirui remote work very well for me. All right, I think that's it. I hope this video has been helpful, and thank you again to Sirui for sending me this tripod for test and review. Happy recording and vlogging. Later.